Okay, guys, I believe we are now live. So if someone that's in the comments can hit us up and tell us, are we live on YouTube? Are we live on Facebook? If you can just give me a message before we start talking to you. I've got a notification saying we are now live on YouTube. So I hope that that's the case.
Oh.
So good evening, everyone. So Cheesley is with us in the house, and I have to. You're here, yeah, live on YouTube. Brilliant. Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing? It's amazing. Lisa is there as well. I think, Lisa, are you listening on the Facebook group, or are you listening on YouTube? Because we should be going into both. So I don't know whether the Facebook messages come in here as well. But yeah, either way, great to be back with Glojita and the gorgeous Jen today to be bringing you, not that you're not gorgeous, Glojita, in your own way, right? Do you know what I mean?
I've been told that a couple times or so.
Oh, and Jen's got her little crown on. Look at that. Like, what do they call tiara? A tiara. So I can see you on Facebook. That's brilliant. Thank you for letting us know. So you're all excited to be hearing about what's going on. And I've just been saying to the guys before we came onto the show, there's literally so much going on. I was kind of like a little overwhelmed with what's been happening this week. So we're going to kind of try and summarize that for you before we like move on with any other sort of funky things that we're going to share. So this week we've broken out in terms of our price. So let's just have a look at that first of all. Let's share the screen, just have a look at what's going on. I will apologize if my camera is a little bit shaky. It's a brand new webcam. And this cabin is built on like a raised platform. So it's like a little bit rocky. So if it rocks, I do apologize for that. Okay, but we're going to share the screen and we're going to have a look at the price. So bear with me. We will see this. Application window. And if we go to where do we want to go? Here. Okay, let's share this. So you guys tell me when you can see that, Jen or Harley.
You're good.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so guys, this is using the spot function within Lumenswap. We have a swap and a spot. This is where you can place limit orders. And we can see here that it also pulls in the trading view chart. Now, I'm not a technical analysis expert, okay, but I can see from this chart here that we had a period of time let me just click off to this. So we had a period of time here with like a price consolidation, and this was ranging. This is in a LSP XLM pair, but this was ranging in cent value around about 5 to 8 cents. Okay, in this section here, right, all the way across, and you can see September was pretty dead. The whole of September, nothing really happened, but we knew something big was coming. We knew that this was going to pick up in terms of our community was going to start growing. We knew that the features and functionalities were going to start being released, and we were going to have an explosion at some point. And we broke out a little, first of all, and then back down and retraced back to that price point. And then we broke out, and we broke out hard. You can see here the price there against XLM is 0.22 of an XLM, the LSP token's value. And we're now right up here. This is, you know, another 200%, let's say, give or take, on top of that price where we are sat right now. And this has happened in a matter of days. We're looking at the 3rd of October here at this price. Wow. And then, of course, here we are with 10th of October. In just 1 week, we've seen 200% price gain. And this will then make people say, well, hang on, we're going to like retrace, we're going to come back, fib retracement, we're going to come back in price. And, you know, in a lot of crypto charts, of course, that is the case. However, one thing that we have got different to a lot of other crypto projects is the fact that we have 3 mind-blowing features coming in the next month. Okay, in the next month period, less than that, in just over 3 weeks, because we know that the AMMs, the automated market makers, are coming to Stellar, we believe, on the 3rd of November. So we have now, we're on the 10th, so we have until the end of October, 3 weeks, and then 3 days. So 3 weeks and 3 days before we see the AMMs. That will be the last piece of the 3-piece jigsaw you are going to be getting from Lumenswap in this time. So then we look at this chart and we say, well, is this actually a pimple of a spike in price in relation to where we are going to be heading? Is this something more along the lines of this bit here, okay, where we obviously broke out and we retraced back? Is this going to look very similar to this in just a matter of weeks? And I firmly believe that that's going to be the case, right? I firmly believe that that's going to be the case because I'm one of the only people that knows. Let's just stop sharing that screen. Come back to the StreamYard screen. Okay, so I'm one of the only people that knows what's coming. And it's been a real battle not to give the game away since I found out what's coming. What's coming from my crypto perspective is massive. A lot of people are saying, when are the automated market makers coming? What's coming before that is going to blow up. So then I'm thinking, well, that's going to attract more people. The community is going to grow. With the community is going to grow, investors are going to grow. So is this price spike like now an expensive price, or is it in fact a cheap price? And we all, of course, are going to do our due diligence. But I think we can be safe to say there's going to be a massive excitement and FOMO around the project over the next 3.5 weeks. Guys, chuck in your thoughts. You know, where are you guys with it? Because I know I've given you a couple of clues, but I haven't told you. And I think that you kind of, you've got your own, views of what's going on. Share.
I agree. If you look at the chart, you can see every day where it's going up a little bit, it goes down, it creates a new support, does the same thing. It keeps on creating new supports. It looks like we're finding a new base level right here in preparation for whatever news is to come. I always said the chart show the news before the news even drops.
I mean, I think it's a cheap price if you're holding and you're a hodler and everything. I mean, if you're going to be on trading and, of course, hopping all around, then, I mean, you obviously know what to do. But I can't give financial advice. I just still think this is a cheap price. I mean, in the long run, when you look at what Lumenswap is designed to do, and as the next Uniswap or, PancakeSwap of XLM. So it's still cheap, my opinion.
Yeah, I think that that's the same. I think, for a hodler's mentality with the 10K club, and everything like that, I think, I think it's very dangerous at the minute to try and, unless you are super talented, to try and preempt what's going to happen with a price on a trading perspective, because for one, it's a very low market cap, of only, what are we at now, 30 million. So it's a very low market cap. We're seeing that there's not a lot of liquidity on the exchanges, so it can really be, quite a volatile journey in terms of the price going up and down on the exchanges with small orders. And I think that, with that being said, to try and say, oh, this is going to be a point that I'm going to sell out. I mean, I've made a couple of demonstration sells for people to try and teach people about, the use of the platform. And I've sold these out thinking this has got to be a local top. And then it just blows through that to the next level. And like you said, Harley, that support keeps coming in. And we seem to now be in, plus 22, 23 cents, and holding in this kind of region, ready for maybe the next step up when we get more features released. So if you are trading, good luck to you. I hope you make some big bucks. But, for those hodlers out there, I think we can look for a very bright future. Jen, are you looking for a king, Ryan has said? Yeah, so with your princess tiara?
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Whoa, Ryan, well, you might be in luck there, Ryan. We're also talking about doing a Halloween show, because our show's gonna fall on Halloween, so we can do a Halloween show. So I think we're gonna cook up something for you next week for maybe something a little bit special with the Halloween show. So someone's asked, Sir Cheesley said that Halloween will be scary. Good for LSP. By that time, by the 31st, we're going to have two of these three things. So we're going to know then. So it's going to be one hell of a party, I believe, right? So it's going to be pretty exciting. Okay, Harley, give us a rundown, mate, of the Reddit. How's the competition going?
The competition's going great. We're getting a lot of good entries in. Our followers are skyrocketing. We started the competition with like 60. Last time I checked, we had like 188. So
wow,
it's really blowing off. We have some
great.
really good entries. Get your entries in, because this is the time to get it in, because it ends on Wednesday, and you want to get those upvotes in as soon as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go that crazy that fast, and we're only halfway through it, so you still have plenty of time to get those entries in.
Yeah, I think that you're doing an amazing. I mean, like I said to you, and I'll openly admit, you know, I've used Reddit to kind of like look at a couple of crypto projects in the past, but it's not my point of contact in terms of the crypto world. So I'm a little bit of a non-starter with Reddit. But you're killing it on the Reddit. You're doing an absolutely amazing job from someone that doesn't know a lot about it, looking in, going, "Wow, that's blowing up." So hats off to you, sir. You're doing a really good job there. Keep it up.
Thank you, man.
Jen, what have you been?
It's a whole untapped community with Reddit on there. I think the Reddit crypto community is just going to keep on getting bigger just as crypto explodes. So it's a good place to plant our seeds and get it.
What did you say, Jen? Sorry.
I said we love you, Harley. You're killing it.
I love y'all too.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So another few things we've seen for those people that aren't on our Telegram, we've seen like a whole new sticker set, which has been a co-creation of myself and Sir Cheesley, right, who is a really cool NFT artist. If you don't know about Sir Cheesley, you need to go to Lightmint and you need to check out all of his stuff. You'll be absolutely amazed. Go and buy some tonight. Support him. So hats off to Sir Cheesley for helping me out with Lumen Ben, the little character that we've got now in our sticker set. And it's kind of evolved into not just the sticker set that we created, but then we were like, right, well, we need to add in more characters. So we've got Gorgeous Jen, Lumen Ben, Harley. So far, you're hairy Harley, but I need something more inspiring for when your character's created, right?
I like HODL Harley. I like HODL Harley.
HODL Harley. Yes, that's it. Okay. So Cheesley, that is added to your many lists that I've created for you. If you can start work next week on HODL Harley, then we can add him to the new branding for the show next week. That would be amazing. But yeah,
HODL me harder, HODL me harder, Harley.
I love it.
Now it's before the watershed still, Jen. Calm down. Ryan will get too excited in the comments here. There'll be an explosion of sorts, I'm sure. But anyway, talking about the sticker set and Lumen Ben, so that kind of evolved, and then it went into, I spoke to a guy who was doing merchandise, and I said, look, is there any chance of doing some Lumen Ben t-shirts? Because I think it's funny. And then he started doing some stuff, so I gave him some quotes. So we can now buy them tonight. I'm going to share the link in a minute, where you can buy all of the Lumenswap merch that we've actually worked out throughout the last part of the week. And that's going to be ace, because now people are going to be asking, what's that t-shirt, cap, mug, you know, all the stuff that we've got going on, the wallets and all of the other stuff. So that's going to be fantastic. Next thank you is going to be for Susanna. She's been helping me with a brand new incentive I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. And she's done some designs for me. She's done the form. She's really helped me out. And I couldn't have done it without her as well. So this last week has been about a team effort in the community marketing side. Everyone has been weighing in. And it really has been fantastic to see people coming in and wanting to build together. Harley and I were just saying before the show started, you know, small cogs of the community machine. Everyone's helping each other out. Everyone's building some stuff on themselves, which is part of the collective project. And it's just really, really helping us out. So thank you very much. There's literally too many people for me to go through everyone that's helped. But if you've weighed in some way, shape or form to building out Lumenswap, from Vlad, and the top tier team, I want to extend a big thank you, because he's loving what we're doing. He wanted me to say to everyone tonight, thanks to everyone, all the investors, all the community team, because it's really, really, going the right direction. And they're very, very happy in the top tier team about everything what we're doing. So it doesn't matter how big or small, you're all stars in our eyes. So thank you very much. Okay, moving on. This question's popped up. When will farming start? I believe price will depreciate. What's your thoughts, Ben? So it's aimed at me. I will give my opinion and then hand over to the guys. Yeah, in a lot of occasions, farming does see that the native token does appreciate in value. And a lot of the time, the reason for this is that we get the emission rate is wrong. If we look on the EVM chains, you generally get a reward per block. So the blockchain runs at a certain speed. Each one of those blocks will have a certain reward attached to it. And then depending on the TVL, or the total value locked, will depend on the APR changing over a period of time, right? So there'll be a certain reward for a certain period of time. If there's loads of people involved in the pool, the APR goes down. If there's less people, it remains high. That's generally what happens. Well, with us, we're going to be running it slightly differently. It's not going to be like that. There's going to be details coming at the end of the month, but our automated market makers are not necessarily going to be these kind of farms that you're used to, where you see like maybe 6 different token pairs, and then you can go into those farms at different APRs. It's going to be slightly different. We're going to be able to farm a whole host of pairs. There's going to be, rewards that are going to be coming back to us, but we don't know how the 1.25 million tokens that we have for trading is going to be switched, and it is going to incentivize people, but we don't know how that's going to operate. We know there's a fee on the Stellar automated market makers of 0.3% per transaction. So every transaction you do, 0.3% will be a fee. Now, it could be like Uniswap, where that fee is distributed amongst all of the people in the pool, right? So the people that are trading that pair will get a share of the 0.3%. But we also have the reward coming from Lumenswap team, which is the current trading reward is going to be repurposed. Some people have said to me, oh, well, hang on. It says it in the documents. This is going on. If you read the documents, you'll realize the HODLER reward goes on for 10 years. The trading reward does not. We're anticipating, and this is not being confirmed, that we are going to see the end of the trading reward in October. And then that 1.25 million tokens will be repurposed into the automated market makers. As soon as I know the details, guys, I'll make a video and I'll share it with you. Guys, what are your thoughts on farming AMMs, automated market makers?
I think it's going to be great. I think if there is a depreciation in the asset, it's just going to be in the short term. It's not going to last for a while. And going back to trader rewards, I think in the long run, that'll be better for the token itself to go into a new reward, because it won't incentivize people selling and then trying to buy it back just to get those rewards every month.
I really have no idea what you just said, but it sounds really good.
You know what the default is when you don't know anything? Didn't you say it's like a boob jiggle or something? You have to jiggle, you're a woman, you have boobs or something like that?
This is a family show, Benjamin. A family show.
I know it.
A family
Don't
show.
give away my trade secrets.
While you sip your wine, it's a family show.
It's sparkling water, okay?
Yeah, that's it. Alcohol on the family, or the Halloween party. If we hit $1, that will be some party, won't it? Will it be a family show then?
I doubt it. I think we're gonna have like an after hours, like a late night show. Mm-hmm. That young party is 18 and over only.
Let's make it
okay, Sean's asking a question. Let's just kill that question. So let's get Sean's question in here. I'm interested to know how the lending will work, even implemented. The way that lending currently works in crypto is, generally speaking, I'm going to try and keep this brief, but it's generally you have your crypto asset, you provide the protocol, like the platform, with your crypto asset, and then you can borrow leverage from what you've actually put into that protocol. Okay, so to give you an example, you might be able to borrow 60% of what you have put in. So if you've put some funds in, you are then going to be able to borrow on the back of that. And people say, well, hang on a second, why would I want to do that? Well, because the asset that you've got locked down can appreciate in value, right? So that will still appreciate if you are confident that that's going to appreciate in value. So you've locked your asset in, then you've borrowed on the back of that. You can go and use that. You can trade with that. You can go and hodl that in your 10K plus wallet to get your rewards. You can do AMMs, you can do your farming with that. So you can do a variety of things with that, but be careful because you're in a leverage position. And if the token goes the opposite way and starts tanking out and losing value, you can get liquidated, meaning you're going to lose all your crypto. So it is a complex strategy, right? But it's one of the things where I say to people, you need tons of LSP now. Not next year when it's mooned in price or whatever. You need it now because then you're going to be able to do a variety of different things with it, with the different features that we're bringing to you. So it's a case of trying to stockpile using the candy box incentive, using your 10K hodlers reward, entering every entering every competition that you can. Enter in every competition that you can to get more tokens, because at the end of the day, if they're free, why wouldn't you want them? Let's put these back in, drop it out. So basically, can you hear me still?
Yeah, you're good.
One sec. So basically, I think that it's a good idea to get as many tokens as you can for all of the different things that are coming. And then when the things come in, hang on. You got me?
You're good.
Oh. Just tell them no and just go along with it. Yeah, I know, we got you.
One sec.
No, we can hear you perfectly. Hi, Noel.
How's it going, Chatbox? How you liking the show so far? Keep bringing in these questions.
You two talk amongst yourselves a second about whatever you want, just while I'm sorting out these headphones. I don't know why they've dropped out.
Okay.
Oh, on there. So an incoming exchange, XLM like BNB, will be base currency and LSP as incentive token, or vice versa. So you guys are great, and I can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. There's no feedback for anyone now if I just use this normal way.
You're good.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll just bin the headphones off. That's good.
Nice and
Happy
clear.
days. Happy days.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's close that off. Okay, so I hope that's kind of made some sense with regards to lending. It's particularly risky business, right? It's the same as if you're taking out a leverage position trading. You are entering a world where you could get liquidated. So just be very, very, and Harley spoke to us about this last week. He's been liquidated before. Do you want to add anything, Harley, about that, besides it being super high risk?
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure to manage your risk. There are ways to go into it with less risk, but you won't get as many rewards. So you just got to weigh your options and know what you're doing. Do some research. We're going to be, whenever it gets closer to a time when lending and AMMs and all this fun stuff comes, we're going to be doing education. We're going to be learning with you. We're going to be teaching you what we know. And it's not financial advice, but yeah, just continue to study and learn about it, because it could be a good tool in the future.
Well, what I can tell you about the two things that are coming this month is they're both going to utilize, right, LSP. They're both going to. So when I've been saying to people, even though I can't tell you what they are, when I've been saying to people, stock up as much, get as much as you can, then you're going to be able to do all these things. Lending is like next year, right? So we don't really need to even focus on that, even though it's part of the roadmap. But this stuff that's coming right now, this is going to blow your mind. And you're going to be like, I need more LSP because I want to be doing X, Y, and Z with it, right? So like get it while it's still at these lower prices, because as soon as these people start thinking I need more, they're going to be buying more, and then buying more. That's going to put this buy pressure on, and we're going to start having the price appreciation. That's what I'm predicting. So it's just, it's just a sensible piece of advice. But of course, proceed with caution, do your own research. None of this is financial advice, blah, 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 but just look at it and think about everything that's coming in the future.
We already have a low market cap, and with all the stuff that's going to be announced, you saw it a couple of days ago. As soon as we start going up in price, the whole cryptoverse was talking about Lumenswap. I saw people in the XRP community and in the XLM community that isn't in Lumenswap asking, hey, what is this? I need to get in. There was a whole bunch of FOMO, and it's just beginning.
Absolutely. It's like if you're in XRP, I mean, most people in XRP have XLM if they're not like in their fields about Jed McCaleb. And it's like, why not get in on this? Get in on it now. Like if you're smart, it's what you do. When this is $1 each, with Lumenswap it's $1, it's not going to be so easy for just normal people to hit that 10K club. It's just not. So get in now.
The more streams of passive income you got coming in, the better. So get in it now while it's early. You never know. It may go to $3, $10, $30. The sky's the limit. It's all up to the community. So let's keep it rolling.
Noel asks, can I read that?
Sorry, go on, Jen.
I'll say Noel asked if there was a competition or any way that they could win more to collect more LSP. And I just wanted him to know that he can go over to Reddit because of Harley's competition that he's doing right now, that contest. It's an iPhone, and I think 5,000 LSP is what you're doing?
Correct. Yep. iPhone 12 for the first place, as well as 3,000 LSP. And second place gets 2,000 LSP. And third place gets 1,000 LSP. So there's lots of good prizes. Get in it now. We're still a smaller community. We just hit 2,000 Telegram followers. So right now is the perfect time to get in on these competitions.
And I may have one more incentive for you that I'm about to tell you about. Yeah, but I'm leaving it a little longer, I'm stringing it out. I'm doing the marketing thing. It's like, let them watch to the end. Damn it. Make them watch to the end. Okay. This question here, currently using Coinbase, should I be using Lumenswap? Just a little bit of a different, I just thought I'll answer this one, Facebook user, whoever you may be. What we've got is Coinbase is a massive US-based digital asset centralized exchange. Okay, it's huge, it's monumentally big. And then you have Lumenswap, which is a decentralized exchange on the Stellar network. So you would likely be using both. For different reasons. You're not going to find the assets that are on Coinbase on Lumenswap, apart from XLM, right? Which is the native Stellar coin. But anything else, you're not going to find it there until they get to such a size that Coinbase then say, we're going to list, say, Lumenswap's LSP token in months or something to come. So what I would say to your question there is you should absolutely be using both. Lumenswap, the decentralized aspect means that you don't need any permission. You don't need a KYC, which is, if you don't know, if you are a noob, it's know your customer. You don't need to fill in email addresses and bank details and do stupid selfies with bloody driving licenses, whatever, right? You can just set up a Rabbit wallet tonight, or a Freighter wallet, or an Expo wallet, or use the Lobster wallet. And you can then start interacting with the Stellar network, the tokens on the Stellar network, Lumenswap being one. So do you see, I hope that's kind of answered it for you. Anything for you guys to add to that?
No, I mean, I think, yeah, Coinbase is where you'll buy. You can purchase Stellar XLM, and then you can send it over to Lobster or Rabbit or wherever you want to purchase the Lumenswap. Then from there you can trade it, and then you're good to go.
And just a note about that, like if you are using Lobster, I think it's important to note to make sure you're finding the right Lumenswap. It will say lumenswap.io. There are fakes on there because obviously they cannot, just monitor every single thing. So you need to make sure it's the right one, and it will be in caps and say LSP. So check the price on it, check the trading volume and everything. If you're not sure, hop in the Telegram, like do a little screenshot. Is this the right one? Will definitely help you out. Lots of fraud on there, but you definitely should have both. I mean, there's so many gems on the Stellar network and that rabbit hole, and you can get all of them right on Lumenswap. So, I mean, there's just so much. Stellar is so much is being built on Stellar. It's absolutely insane. So definitely get both of them.
Yeah, and just touching on Stellar, because you said the you've touched on the Stellar network. I mean, you guys that haven't seen it, Stellar have just partnered with MoneyGram. And this is, it's kind of like slipped through the net again. We talk about Stellar not being marketed hard, and there was some articles earlier in the week, but that's 150 million people that use MoneyGram for like remittances and that kind of thing, that are all of a sudden going to be able to start using USDC on an off ramp with crypto and fiat. I can't tell you how gargantuan that is, meaning massive, huge, monumentally big, that 150 million people. And we are positioning ourselves as the premier swap on the Stellar network with the things we're talking about, the lending, the bridge to Binance Smart Chain and to Ethereum. We've got the automated market makers. We've got the incubator. Someone said to me the other day, it was in a conversation on a thread, they're talking about gems. Jens just said about these gems, right, that are on Stellar, that are building. They're going to be coming to us to build. They're going to look at our model. They're going to see the price increase that we've had. They're going to see the successful auction model that is really rare in crypto, right? And they're going to see this and they're going to say, maybe we should build with those guys. And you are going to find that Lumenswap will have your gems.
Before any other exchange. Before any other exchange will. Like before they go mainstream. And that's when you want to find them. That's where you make your bang.
Exactly, Jen. Exactly. And then the people that are the hodlers of the LSP are going to get an inside track on these tokens when they get listed, etc., because they're going to be incubated by Lumenswap. So when you are using the Lumenswap interface and you're hodling LSP tokens, you are going to be getting access to these gems that are launching on the auction platform. So when you kind of try and piece the jigsaw together, and you think, okay, the farming's going to be big. Oh, the incubator is going to be big. Oh my God, the lending's going to be big. And then we start looking at the price being 25 cents today. Anyone that knows anything about crypto will know that that is plus, and all these additional features, and the price is going to follow the build.
Right. And you mentioned they don't do marketing. I'm sorry. But like Stellar, you don't need it. They literally do more transactions already per day than any other blockchain. And greatness takes time. Because we all know that if you don't do something right, everyone's going to call you on it. But they already know what they're doing, who their audience is, what they're building, and what technology that they have. You literally don't need to. But it's like, those are the gems that you find. Like, start following some of these wallets around. I mean, you will find great things.
Yeah, and going back with all this great stuff we have going on in Lumenswap, we've been delivering on all of our promises. We've been transparent the whole way through. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. The devs are excited. We're excited for what's coming. So just be on the lookout. And
I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. Yeah, so Cheesley has just knocked out the park a HODL Harley. He has just emailed it.
Wow.
It is absolutely amazing. You've even got your, what do you guys in the States call? Is it pom-poms where you do your cheerleading? Is that what that is? Is Sir Cheesley still with us? Is Sir Cheesley still there? If you're still listening, Sir Cheesley, are they pom-poms that he's got in his hands? I think they are. I'm gonna share it on the Telegram right straight after, because I don't want to mess about with what we're going to be sharing in a second. But it's absolutely. Why are you checking emails while doing a live show? Because I saw it pop up from you, and I thought, I know that this is going to be badass. As soon as it said PNG, I thought, what's Sir Cheesley sending me now? And we've also got, which I've got that much to share with you. My brain's like I've got too many tabs open, right? But we've also got a movie poster that Sir Cheesley's made. We're going to create that into an NFT. we're going to be giving that away next week to a couple of you guys that are coming with the best questions in the thread, right? So we've got the NFT giveaway that's going to be happening next week for the poster, and maybe he might make something else for us as well. The figures are going to be like, we're going to be making more stickers, and we're going to be doing more cool stuff that you can use in your marketing on the social channels. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Right then, talking of incentives, let me go back. What I've been working on this last week is a community website. I think with a community website, the reason that I've done this, guys, is because I think with the official website, we can do so much, but it has to be formal to a degree. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has to be like, you know, within a certain parameters. With a community website, we can have a bit more fun. We can do some stuff with NFTs and artwork and giveaways, competitions, and we can put these videos in there and we can have a lot of fun, right? So I've been working on this website. I'm going to show it you now. Inside the website is a few cool features. You can go and buy some merch there. You can get involved in incentives there. You can stay up to date with trainings there. And you're going to be obviously getting the Ben and Jen show uploaded there as well. Plus a lot of other stuff all over our socials. Okay, so it's all going to be right there for you to be able to access. And the fun thing that we've got going on, let me show you it. So let me share the screen so you can have a look. It's live now, so you can go and access it right away after this show, obviously. But let's brave tab. Okie doke. Okay, so here we go. This is the new Lumenswap community website. Susie is going to help me with a rebranding of it. This is basically just putting content in. She's going to help me make it look all nice over the next week or two. It's lumenswap.xyz. That's the community website. Of course, the website is lumenswap.io. And you can read through it yourself, but essentially a little introduction of who we are. We're just a passionate group of Lumenswap fans, okay, that are putting content into this website. I am funding it myself. It's my hosting. I've bought the domain name. So it's all stuff that I've done because I wanted to bring more value to you. We've got the official URL so you don't get scammed. Okay, so you've got the asset, you've got the official asset issuer, and this will link you through to Stellar Expert so you can double check the information that you're finding here.
Nice.
We can access the official website is there. We can buy LSP. That will take us straight through to the swap. If we click that, we can come down. We've got the shows. I'm going to put the shows in here as well. You can see that we've got the thumbnail for the shows. We've also got a little bit of information that will tie you back into the official site with all of the things that we've got coming up and some hidden secret features. Ooh. And then we've got a little bit about automated market makers, because I know it confuses a lot of newbies. A countdown to the automated market maker at Lumenswap, social channels there. So that's on page 1. I've put the explainers, which are going to be completely renovated, redone this week. So you're going to get all of the videos in like a logical step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, all broken down into bite-sized chunks. So where I've got these in at the minute, these will all be taken out and a brand new set of videos is all going to be done this week. But you can go there if you're struggling with anything. There's all stuff that I've previously done right there. We've then got the merch. I've negotiated for a bundle.
I like those. That looks dope. I love how that is on the shirt. That looks so dope. I love that.
I want to get one of them hats.
Yeah, it looks so good, Ben. You're doing amazing.
So I like it because everything's in one place. Like if anybody's interested in getting into LSP, or if they're into crypto, or even if they're not, you can just send them this site and everything's right there.
So easy.
That's the kind of goal that I thought. And of course, everyone, I mean, you know, we can link through to the Reddit, Harley, and we can do like some cool stuff. You know, me and you can do a video and we can slap that in there, and Jen and I can do a cocktails talk about Lumenswap and other crypto projects. We can put that in there, and, you know, we can speak to Shaq and we can bring his podcast in, and everything can literally be in this one place that is not like the official stuff. You know, so we can have all the fun stuff here and then the official stuff on the website. So I thought we need this. Everyone then can just be, okay, if you need X, Y, or Z, just link through to this website. Everything's here for you.
I love it. You're brilliant, Ben.
You're doing a great job.
And this here, if we click onto this, I will click onto this link. This link will take us through to a special deal that I've negotiated for Lumenswap family members. So if you're in the Lumenswap family, you get this community merch bundle. You cannot buy this in the shop. I've negotiated this for you guys with CryptoStickers.com, who's making all our gear, right? And you will get this t-shirt, you get the hoodie, you get the snapback hat, you get the sticker sheet, you get the wallet. For 95 bucks, it should be, I think, 120. So you're getting $25 off. That's going to pay your postage. I think for $95 for all of that stuff, that's pretty good going. And then, of course, you are a walk-in marketing machine. You can be putting your stickers everywhere. You can be unveiling your T-shirts and your hoodies. You know, you can be doing all of the cool stuff, right? And lastly, let me go back here. We have, and if you guys, I mean, you guys that are watching might be super talented and might say, Ben, I can add a layer to this website. We are open. We don't have a budget to pay you at the moment. We can contribute some tips, but we don't have the budget. But if you can bring a layer to the website, come talk to me. And let's bring you into the community marketing. Let's add a layer. Let's make it look even better. And then we've got the incentives. And this incentives here is the one that we're launching tonight that we've been saving for you. So I've put here a little bit about the Lumenswap team are obviously constantly offering incentives to the community. iPhones, Harley's got the iPhone rocking at the minute, cash, crypto, merch, NFTs, you name it. We've got all of the stuff going on. So being an active member, keyword active, right, of the Lumenswap community is the first step to achieving these. If you're not in the socials, you're going to miss it. You need to be every day, a few times a day, checking on the socials. We really want to reward you for being part of our crew. The community building incentives that I'm going to talk to you about, and then my educator Ben's monthly giveaway. The reason I've not put Harley's in here now is because it finishes on Wednesday. And you guys that watch this video, you know about it. And he's already done a video, I think, with Shaq. Is that right, Harley?
Yeah, it just came out today. Make sure to check out the podcast with Shaq. It was a really fun conversation. We had some great chemistry, and yeah, go check it out. It turned out really fire.
Shaq is just like high vibes anyway. He has the most amazing energy. I adore him.
I love it.
I watched it. It was good.
Yeah, I think that's the different layers I was talking about of like everyone that's contributing to this great machine that we're part of. It's insane. You know, we've got so many different styles, so many different vibes, but everyone's pulling together like a tug of war for Lumenswap to win. It's almost like it's impossible for us to fail, right? With everyone pulling in the same direction. So 100%. My educator Ben's monthly giveaway, I'm going to be over the space of 12 months giving away 10,000 tokens, no matter the value. No matter the value. If they go up to $5, I will be giving away $50,000. Right? If they go up to $1, it will be $10,000. If they go down to 10 cents, yeah, they will only be worth $1,000. I say only, but every month. Now, this isn't a cut and dry incentive I'm doing. This isn't a, right, you've got to do This is for people that stand out to me. This is for people that go, I'm actually going to go above and beyond for Lumenswap to get it out there, to create my own vibe, to do my own thing, or it might be an act of kindness. I get particularly turned on by kind people, right? And if you are really kind, really helpful, you're in the thread, you're doing your thing, it might be you. The winner last month, or this month, October, was someone that had decided to help me out, right, by doing some videos in Indonesian so I could send this woman the ability to be able to, a lady friend of mine, the ability to create a stellar wallet, but I needed it explained in Indonesian. He didn't want paying. So he got 10,000, which now is worth like $2,500.
Yeah.
Right? So we got $2,500 for doing 2-minute videos. Right? It's pretty good, right? So that's my giveaway. But you have to stand out, either kindness, help out, promotion, marketing, something. And every month, I promise you, for 1 year, you'll be getting that no matter the value. The community building incentive is the fire that I'm bringing to the table tonight. This is where Susie has smashed it. We've got a form. You click onto this link. it takes you through to a Google form. Here it is. The Google form, then it tells you exactly what you have to do. Yeah, there's going to be, it doesn't say it in here, but there's going to be 10 LSP tokens for every person that you bring in. The maximum that we can bring into the community with this incentive is 1,000 people. So it's open for a good amount of time, the next 3 weeks. If you are the top referrer, you're going to get 2,500 LSP. The second one, 1,500, and the third one, 1,000. What you need to do is follow the steps here. I haven't got time on this video to go through each individual piece, but you follow this. Okay, you put in all of your different links. Bearing in mind, you have to jump through a few hoops because it is a lot of money you can win. When your people do all this, and this is so we're not getting bots or spam, when they do all of this at the bottom, this is the important part, you have to put in the person who referred you. So if you are going out there, you need to get those people to put your Telegram handle in here. And then this is collated. And then we can see which people we need to be giving how many of the 1,010 LSPs to. Does that make sense? It might be like Harley's done 33 referrals. Yeah, if Harley's done 33 referrals, he gets 33 lots of 10 LSP. Up to 1,000 referrals that we have to give away. If Jen's got 50 referrals, then she gets 50 lots of 10. You get the idea. Does that make sense to everyone?
Makes sense to me. It's a great incentive. What's better than getting people into LSP, letting them start making money, and you're making money at the same time? It pays to refer people. I think
it's us giving back. It's us saying, I asked our, Vlad, can we get, some funding so that we can reward the community? Because I believe that, the best marketing ever is the community. If the community are buying into a project and they think these guys are cool, they're straight down the line, they've got their integrity, and they're going to go and talk to people, you need to reward that. So I said, can we get some funding for this? And if it goes well, guys, if this goes well, then we are going to be obviously in a position where we can say, can we get some more funding for another incentive like this? So if you like this kind of thing and you're into promotion and socials and everything, then by all means, get involved in that as well. It's right there on the website. So guys, what do you think? I've got to run to Best Buy. Jen's gone, I think. Has she gone? My computer crashed out on me. Oh, she's. I wondered where she had gone. So gorgeous Jen has gone, and she's just left me and Hodl Harley here, just to kind of summarize a few things. So what's the general consensus? Are you guys that are in the comments still? Are you liking the idea of the community website? Are you liking the incentive? Harley, fill me in with your thoughts just while we're waiting for a few comments.
Yeah, so far, I love the incentive. I think it gives people an opportunity to win some LSP. And the more people we can get in here, the better. So let's keep on running them numbers up, and let's keep on helping each other win. It's a community project, so let's do it as a community.
I'm just going to run through and just have a quick look, see if we've got any more questions. The website, guys, is lumenswap.xyz. So instead of .com, it's .xyz. That's the answer to that one. Massive incentive, educate. Ben, thank you. Thank you. I thought that I will always listen to you guys and then go to Vlad and the top tier team and then try and haggle on your behalf. I'm kind of the intermediary between the community and along with Bull Runner, by the way, and a big shout out to John because he's doing an amazing job as well, really building everything out on Twitter. And it's we are indebted to his hard work. But yeah, I speak to Vlad, and then we pass on the community sides team and the community itself. Then go to the developers and say, can we have this? Can we have some marketing funds? Can we do an incentive? And then they say yes or no, and then we come back to you. So everything you've got, all of your ideas, then please bring them to us, and then we will go and take them to the top tier team. Okay, let's have a look, see if there's anything else. Community website's a great idea, should help with referrals too as a way to introduce people. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you, Noel. Question here. What's your 3-month price prediction? Be interesting to see 3 different views. Well, sadly, we've lost one. Harley, take this one. You go first, and then I will answer afterwards.
I see us being at $3 by the end of the year.
Okay. And I would say that I'm in the same camp, that I will go somewhere in 1 to 5. I know that's really bad, but like I'm going to go 1 to 5. And I think the reason for that, for me, is I think I'm going to hedge on the reaction to the first release. If the reaction to the first release that's coming in the next days is really positive and we step up, I'm going 5. If it's not, and I would be really shocked and astounded, then I would go nearer the 1. But then we've got the automated market makers, which would probably push it to 3. So I'm in that zone. I think according to, if people like this incentive and they spread the word and we start building out the community to 3, 4, 5,000 people on Telegram, that's going to push it to 5. If people don't like the stuff we're doing and it kind of just keeps ebbing away, then it's going to be nearer 1. So I'm in the same camp with a little bit of kind of logic, I suppose, to my reasoning there. Any other things? What have we got? Anything else? Just clicking through, guys. Thanks for all the questions, by the way. It's amazing.
Yeah, some new questions coming out today.
What's this one? So in incoming exchange, XLM like BNB will base currency and LSP as incentive token. Yeah. So the XLM is the base coin for the Stellar network. Yeah. So you have to have that for gas, and you have to have it to fund trust lines. In the Stellar network, when you want to use an asset, then you have to put a little bit of the native coin, XLM, right? And you have to kind of stake that so that you can then use that new token. If you want to add more, then you have to have a bigger balance of XLM tokens. And it's just a way of you forming what's called a trust line, right? So you can make trust lines and you can trade with these. The native one for the gas is your XLM. The token built onto the Stellar network is the Lumenswap token. The Lumenswap token, LSP, is going to be your reward, right? That's going to be the reward and utility token, right? It's not going to be the reward in XLM. I hope that's kind of answered that one for you there, mate. Anything else? I think that's pretty much. Okay, Raymond has said, here you go. You answer this one, mate. You go first on this one again. What's the biggest thing you hope for in LSP in 21?
I just want to see the community keep on getting bigger. I want to see a lot of engagement with Protocol 18 and the AMMs. I want to see, I just want to see us continue to grow. We're doing what we need to do, and it shows. Like, we all should be proud of the work we're all putting in. It's a team effort. And lately we've been putting it in, and it's going to keep on growing as long as we keep on putting in the same effort.
Yeah, I think that's wise. I mean, again, huge wise words, mate. It's going to be a direct ratio, isn't it? Effort on the one side, and then we're going to be rewarded for that effort, on the back end. Front end effort, back end reward. We're going to keep grinding and hustling. I mean, this week's been crazy for everyone. Websites, new sticker sets, NFTs, podcasts, Reddit blowing up.
All-time highs.
What?
New all-time highs.
Yeah, of course, new all-time highs. I mean, that's not even. It should be the main point of what or one of the main points to talk about. We're not even talking about because we've got that much going on. But Jenna's kicked in here. I know her computer's crapped out, but so Miss Sizzle has kicked in. With a $1 to $3.49 prediction for those people that wanted Jen's take. So that's pretty much what we've just both said as well. We've got Ryan's prediction here, $1.50 to $2.50. I think, again, it falls into my 1 to 5, somewhere 1 to 5, depending on what we can create. All-time high. The community is and always will be the strongest asset related to Lumenswap. So Cheesley, yeah, I totally agree with you there, sir. I think that our community, everything we're doing, we decided, a group of us decided to build the community marketing team without a CMO. We haven't got a chief marketing officer. We just all came together and said, look, we need to do more good stuff, right? Let's all of us contribute to the greater good. And I think when you get that power, that then gets felt in the community, and everyone says, hey, in the crypto space, you need to come in here because we're doing this right. We're not shilling. We're not just blasting out like our token copy and paste onto loads of crappy Telegram feeds. We're building this like this show. Look at this, like 30 odd people on the live stream. I think the first show, we got like 30 odd people total views or something initially. So you get the idea. Everything's growing, everything's contributing and building. A cheese marketing officer, definitely. Jack's coming, 2.5 by Christmas. So, and then again, I know I said the list is long. Jack, Winetooth moderator on TG, absolutely kills it. He's just been verified on Lightmint as well. He's banging into his NFTs. So if you're skilled in the NFT world, hook up with Jack. He will be on the thread. You can connect with him, just ask for Jack, and you can do your NFT things with him. And he's like, promoting that side of Lumenswap for us. So he's a really cool guy, knowledgeable guy, and one of our whales. So all of that added together is pretty damn cool. Yeah. Jack is the real MVP.
Another thing I noticed is that whenever XLM went up the other day, LSP did the same thing. So there may be starting to be a direct correlation between XLM going up and LSP going up. We'll have to see how that plays out.
Oh, she's back. She's back. Look, yay.
Hey, just on my phone. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's totally cool. With everything we've said then, obviously the website and all of the stuff about price and everything, Jen, you take the floor to finish us off. Where are you with it all?
Yeah, no, I think definitely in the like $1 to $3 range somewhere. But I know that there are so many more things coming, and just everything Protocol 18 with Stellar. I mean, I just wish you could tell us more and tell us more right now. Like, I just want to know, and I'm becoming impatient.
Just a little hint.
Tell us more things. Like, Ben knows things.
There's going to be some ninja moves, I'm telling you soon. There is going to be some proper karate chops and some ninja moves. There's no doubt about it, right? It's all going to be happening. I can't say a thing because I've promised. And I've put out the on the Telegram, the little conversation that I had with Vlad. He's saying he's given me 1 day. That's all. So it's the same as, I asked him, someone was asking about farming earlier, and I said, can you tell me how this works? In its whole thing with the LSP and everything, how is it all gonna, all of the integral parts? And he's like, I will tell you just before it starts. So he's not given me much to work on, but I'm actually probably preferring that way because I'm on my toes then, ready for that message from the boss to then go, I need to take this, deconstruct it, make a video, get it out to you guys as quickly as I possibly can. So it's keeping me on my toes. And I think the community are all on their toes because everyone's like, what the hell is this going to be? But what I can tell you is some of these big platforms out there do not have this. Yeah, they don't have it. So we're like out of our roadmap. We're already stepping above some of the page one coin market cap. Yeah. Projects that are into DeFi. We're already out punching them. The ninja moves are coming. Okay.
The sky's the limit.
It is. The sky is the limit. It's been an absolute honor. We've believe it or not, we've been rattling for just close to an hour. So that's how much stuff we had to share today, and just tons and tons of stuff. So Dave, my friend Dave at the bottom there, XD Pro. Yeah, OMFG. Exactly, mate. That's exactly where we are now. Everyone is so fired up, that you can't put it into words. You can't articulate it, what's going on, and I'm like every day, any news to the boss? Have you got anything you want to share with me? Hoping for a few more crumbs.
Yeah.
We need the news, Vlad.
Yeah, but yeah, and talking of Vlad, of course, I think the little sticker where it was like all hail King Vladimir, that I made. I mean, we're only here because of his team's skill of making Lumenswap what it is. So we've got to finish the show with that, haven't we? We've been on for an hour. Yes. I'll take my hat off, Vlad. We're really grateful for everything you've done. And you're making one of the best projects in the crypto space. There's no doubt about it. Thanks for everyone for logging in tonight. It's been a great show. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Harley. I'll speak to you guys in the week. and log on next week, right? Because next week might be the first week we have one of these products to talk to you about. How cool is that going to be? It might not be. It might be another week, but it might be next week.
There's a
Cheers,
plan.
guys.
See you, Lumenswap
Cheers.
family.
See you guys. Bye.